Welcome to the series of the Rebbe's Farbrengens. In this episode, we'll be learning the Farbrengen of Yud Gimel Tammuz, Tov Shin Yud Beis, Sunday, Parshas Pinchas. Please subscribe, like, and share this podcast with family and friends, helping spread the Rebbe's Torah, Hafotzas, Hamayonis Chutza. Now let's begin. We left off last episode explaining the idea of something being drawn down into physicality, into this world, and making that connection between physical and spiritual. And once it is fully down here into this world and actually has a stand in the world, and it's here everlasting. And who were the first people that did any sort of mitzvahs? That was the Avos, our forefathers. Yes, they didn't do all the mitzvahs in a physical way, but they gave us and started giving us the power to actually bring it slowly down into a physical world. All the things that they did were much more in a spiritual world, and the reason for that is because they were before Matan Torah, before the giving of the Torah, and because they were before the giving of the Torah, all the things that they did only stayed in spiritual. It didn't actually come down into the physical world. Also, every single day, we daven Shemoneh Esrei. And in Shemoneh Esrei, which is the 18 blessings that we have, that we ask for many, many different things, the first blessing is we mention the Avos, we mention the forefathers. And why is that? Because they were the ones that gave us the power and the strength to what the things that we are going to be doing now. And as we know, that Avram Avinu was the first one to go and to be Moishe Nevesh and to give up his life for doing mitzvahs. And what was that first mitzvah that he did? And that was the mitzvah of Milah, the mitzvah of circumcision. And that is what connected now, and taking all the spiritual things and bringing it down for all the generations to come from doing this physical action of having a bris milah. And this is also why when it came to many prophets, they were giving the prophet in a way of a spiritual way, in a ruchnistic way. But in order to actually come down here into this physical world, they needed to actually have to do something physical to bring down this nevuah, this prophecy. And going back to what we were talking now about the Frierdiker Rebbe, the Admor HaRayatz, the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe, that once he had his birthday once in this world, once we had the liberation of Yud Beis and Yud Gimel Tammuz, now that's what made it be into this physical world for all the years to come. Now Yud Beis and Yud Gimel Tammuz, these 2 days, Yud Beis Tammuz is when he got the news of him actually being freed, and Yud Gimel Tammuz, which is the day of him actually going and being freed. If you want to hear more about Yud Beis Tammuz, you can look at our previous playlist on the 12th of Tammuz, explaining more of what happened on Yud Beis Tammuz. Right now, and going back to what we said of the giving of the tzedakah, giving this charity to the moistes, to the organizations of the Frierdiker Rebbe. This is one thing, and these are the special days to actually go and do mitzvahs and what the Rebbe is stressing on, specifically giving tzedakah, as what we said in the first episode about what the brachas and all the blessings that come by supporting those that learn Torah, by supporting those moistes of Torah. And we will continue in next episode, God willing, Be'ezrat Hashem Yisbarech.